Hello and welcome to this second video on performance review in your marriage. In the last video we talked about why you should think about having a performance review in your marriage, and this video I am going to show you how you can actually do that. I am suggesting that the best time to do a performance review is during this month of February, because February is a month of love and a performance review is an act of love. We noted last time that the performance review, the marriage performance review, is actually a time to focus on the future by looking at the past performance. A marital review really is an opportunity to look at the big picture of your role as a spouse, of your role as a partner, and figure out what is working and what is not working. The review can also be used to learn how you can be a better partner, a better team player in your marriage. Whenever I ask people if they've ever thought of doing a performance review in their marriage, they normally look at me as if I'm crazy, shocked, appalled. Whatever it is that I'm actually suggesting seems to be them out of this world. Am I really asking them to go and have themselves assessed on their performance by their partners? This reaction generally tells me that a lot of people know to some level that they're not performing according to their expectations of their partners, and they know this. I have been married for about 15 years now, and about the third year or second or third year of our marriage, my wife tried to introduce a similar concept to marriage, and believe you me, that time too I was shocked. She had a very business-like approach to a marriage, and this was before we had a system that could do this for us. At that particular time, I remember one of her request was that we needed to spend more time together. And in my head I was wondering, what do you mean? We sleep together, we wake up together, we go to work together, we go to church together. I mean, how is it that she thinks we are not spending time together? So one of the things to note, generally speaking, and which happens a lot in married life, is that when people love each other a lot, they sometimes get all tangled up in love. And when they want to communicate something, their communication then gets enshrouded in this emotion, and what they intend to say does not come out correctly. At times, the other theory happens, that a person loves so much that when they hear something from their partner, what is said and what they hear are two very different things. This comes about generally because of the love that they have for each other, which simply crosses the wire somewhere. And that's why in some instances a genuine feedback is then seen as a personal attack on the person. So for most couples, in fact, who come to me for therapy, it's not because they have love issues. It's not that the love has disappeared or it has diminished. In majority of the time, I think it's just that they are so full of love that it flies in all directions, except towards the person whom they actually intended to go, in a way that that person can appreciate it. So when we're doing a marital review, the first thing that we need to do is remove emotions out of the picture. To do this, I propose that we look at performance in marriage against the functions of marriage. What do I mean? Marriage meets certain needs in each of us. Not the needs personally, but needs from the meta level. The needs which are best met by a person being in a monogamous marriage. Roughly, what are these needs? First, you have the need for companionship, for connection, for having fun together. We have the need for sexual intimacy, having your sexual needs met. We talk about the need for belonging, for family. We also have the need for self-growth. We have the need for financial safety. And then the need for spiritual development. So these needs all of us have. But the one thing you're going to understand is that how a man understands his needs and how a woman understands his needs are totally different. So the first thing that we need to agree on is, what do we mean by each of these needs? So for example, a good question to ask your spouse is, if this need, for example, companionship, was to be met perfectly, what would that look like to you? So she is going to tell you what it would look like to her. You need to be able to tell her what it would look like to you. Yeah? Preferably, write these answers down. Once it's all written down, once you've gone through the 6 different needs, you've seen how it would look like to your spouse and to you, then it becomes easier to rate yourself against what your spouse has said those needs look like. So for example, if she says companionship is having fun together, you can ask yourself, how much have I facilitated or have I met my wife's need to have fun? Go home and try this. I have attached these needs in a tool below this video. Download it, go and discuss it with your wife. If it makes sense, please share this with other people who may benefit and leave me a comment below. In my next video, I am going to be sharing with you the most important thing that happens during with a marital review. What happens next? See you next time.